Welcome everyone, this is Vanessa again from MyDesignDeals. Today I'm going to show you how to install the impeccably created fonts bundle and then use the fonts in Photoshop. But if you want to stick with me throughout the video, I'm going to show you how to make a neat text masking effect with an image. And on that note, let's get started. Once you have the bundle downloaded and unzipped, you can see that it includes 21 fonts, but today I'm just going to work with one. So I'm going to double click into the folder and then double click on the TTF file. This will prompt me to install the font. Now, since I already have it downloaded, a font validation window pops up for me. That probably won't happen for you, but notice that on the left, that font shows up in FontBook already for me. So for that reason, I'm just going to exit out of all of this. And then make sure you have Photoshop open. If you already have a project started, then that's perfect. Next, we're going to choose the type tool. Then click on the artboard and start typing. It might be helpful to make sure that your font is black so you can see it. So once you have your text, highlight it and go up to the font options and select the font that you just downloaded. And that's pretty much as basic as it gets when it comes to using these fonts. But if you guys want to stick around, I'll show you how to make this awesome graphic with text masking and this image. Alright, y'all ready? Let's dive into it. So the very first thing I'm going to do is find my image and then open it up in Photoshop. Now really quick, I'm just going to unlock this layer and then close this panel. Now for starters, we're going to get the selection tool and then select the girl or object that you're using in your image. Once you've done that and you're happy with your selection, we're going to move over to the layers panel and then click on the layer mask icon. Next, right click on the layer mask thumbnail and then go down to the select and mask option. From here, we will refine the edges of her hair and outline. To do that, click on the refine brush tool. Now we can zoom in and then start to bring back her eyelashes. You can see a little bit they were transparent before, and with the refining brush you can bring it back. We can mess with the transparencies to show and hide the rest of the hair that was left out of our selection. This can help us see what needs to be refined more. So with that, you can just go around and make sure that all your edges are smooth, and just kind of take your time with it. It's not very hard to do. So I'm just going to outline these little stringly hairs. I like to do that because it makes it look more natural. I'm just going to speed through this real quick for you guys. And once you're happy with your refinement, you just click on OK. So right now, looking at my image, I think that it's too big, and I'm going to want to make it smaller. So you can transform it with Command T or Control T and resize the image. Once you're happy, you just confirm. Now we're going to move down to the bottom and we're going to create a layer so that we can make a background. Drop that layer below our image. Select the paint bucket, make sure that you have white selected, and then click on the artboard. Awesome. So now that we have our background, we're going to select our masking layer, then right click on the type tool to select the vertical type tool option. And then we're going to select our downloaded font from the bundle and then start typing away. So I actually want to edit my text a bit. I think that the letters are too small and too far apart, so I'm going to change my size and then click on the character panel to show more settings. Here I can adjust the spacing of letters, line heights, all that good stuff, but for now I just want them to sit closer together vertically. So that works for me. And you can just kind of play around with it and close it once you're happy. Now I'm going to place it to where the text is like over half her hair, so then you can see the effect more. Then we're going to select our layer mask thumbnail again And then head over to select the brush tool. Where is it? There it is. And then make sure that we have black selected. Then head up to the brush options and make sure that the hardness is set to 100%. Now resize your brush so you can remove the inside of your letters. Keep in mind that the font that I'm using is very unique, but if you're editing the letter C with a more traditional font, chances are you probably won't have to do this for it. You'll most likely need it for letters like O, D, B, R, P, Q, stuff like that. So just keep that in mind when you're watching this. The next thing we're going to do is remove the left half of the image from behind the text. And a cool trick to make a straight line with the brush tool is to hold down the shift key while you're making your brush strokes. Cool. So now that we've done that, we're going to select our layer mask. And then while holding the Command or Control button, click on the T for the text layer thumbnail. And that selects the text for us. Now head over to Select, then Modify, and click on Expand. Now this is going to extend the selected outline by however many pixels we choose. I'm going to go with 20 pixels, but feel free to play with this number. So now that we have our text outline, make sure that you have the black color selected and then hit Option and Backspace. This will remove the photo from the outlined area. So now we're going to make a copy of our layer mask. Select the layer and then hit Command J, and that'll make a copy for you. Now move that copy above our font and delete the layer mask by right-clicking on it and selecting Delete Layer Mask. Now right-click on it again and hit Create Clipping Mask, and voila! We've got ourselves this awesome text masking graphic. And guys, unfortunately that's it for me for today, but thank you so much for hanging with me. I hope this tutorial helped you out. Make sure to check out this week's impeccably created fonts bundle, and I'll see you guys next time.